So, with AI translating everything instant, you might think learning a new language is pointless in 2025, but actually, it's more valuable than ever. And today I will give you 8 powerful reasons why you should still learn a language, even in the age of AI. So, welcome to a new episode of Chart Talks again. Today we have a taro latte with brown sugar pearls. And I asked again our good friend ChatGPT and also other AI resources if they think as an AI thing if still learning a language is useful for human beings or not. Also, sorry if my voice is a bit weird, the pollen allergies are hitting a lot, so today I'm also wearing the UV blocking glasses, not for the look, but more that my eyes are not tearing up. Okay, so let's go to the first point, which are maybe interesting for you. So one of the first reasons that you still should learn a language in the year of 2025 is that AI isn't perfect, and AI is good, but not flawless, and sometimes it struggles with the slang, the humor, the cultural expressions. Maybe from your own experience that when you use Google Translate, something seemed a bit off and it's not like a real conversation. The second, and I personally think one of the most important parts, is the deep cultural connection, because language isn't just about the words, it's about the culture. Every language creator on this app here on YouTube or also on other ones gonna say it, that language is not only the words but also the culture. And if you really want to connect with people and understand their way of life, AI can't do that for you. So it's still a bit better to do it on your own and try to learn the language, because through the language you will learn all the slang, all the inside jokes that the AI maybe can translate to you, but still, it seems a bit off. Then the third, and also one of the most of the valuable things that I also think personally is good about studying a language is you will get a lot more career opportunities. So there are a lot of applications with a bilingual requirement, and also CEOs giving speeches in different languages. So being bilingual isn't just cool, but it makes you more employable. Businesses prefer, of course, still real people over AI, even though now the AI is getting a bit crazy also in the workplace. And because it's better to have a person to build an international relationship with a client than just a translate AI thing, and it can just give more the personal perspective of everything better. The fourth reason is it gives you a more strong human connection. So imagine speaking someone's language, it just builds better trust, because if you're visiting another country or you're ordering in their food, the reaction is always more positive than just using a translation app, or if you use English. Of course, if you go to the States or in English-spoken countries, of course use English, but even though, especially me as a German teacher, when I see someone tries to speak the language, also I'm currently having a beginner course, and even though I have some students who still struggle even with the easier sentences, I'm so happy when they're trying it, because I know it's hard to learn a language and I appreciate it more than just English, I would say. And especially for the languages which are harder, the people are really happy that you know their language or even try to say a few words. So also a good example for me, I was last year in December in Copenhagen, and of course I don't speak Danish, but I still like knew at some point how to say thanks, or even looked it up before, so I could like use it also there and not just the English. Of course in Denmark like most of the people speak like fluently English, so it wasn't a big problem, but I was still happy that I tried to say something in like Danish. Yeah, so think it that way, that you can connect with people easier. Yeah, then one of the most also more science-based thing is that the science proves that learning a new language can improve your memory, problem solving, and also delays dementia. So learning a language is like a gym workout, but just for your brain. So I think it's super important to keep our brain busy and not only with doom scrolling. So my option is more to study a language, but of course for me I'm just also more a hobby language learner, and I love to learn languages. So I would rather try to learn a language than just scroll all the time. Of course I'm also a scroller and like chronically online, but still I will try to learn more language, and I sometimes even like see that it makes me more happy when I'm learning. Of course it's also a lot of effort, but still I see some results that I get like dopamine from it and other things. And then of course also another reason, it's already reason number 6, it's the independence of the let's say the independence of no, not the independence of, sorry, the independence from technology. So what if your phone dies or there's no Wi-Fi? Knowing a language means that you don't need AI for your help, so you can travel, work and socialize without relying on the technology. And it makes just life a bit better, especially there are still some countries where the majority of the people don't speak English. So if you know a bit of their language, it can help you even more. Yeah, and what also I found really interesting, that ChatGPT said that AI can't replace everything. So AI don't has like the emotions of us yet, and AI translated, but it doesn't feel it, so it doesn't feel truly understand the humor, sarcasm or emotions like a human. And real conversations need like a real person to happen. Yeah, so I found this was like a super interesting point, that like the AI said it itself, that you still need a person to have a conversation, and not everything can be used by this great machine that I also use on my daily. And then of course also number 8, which is personal growth and confidence. Because at first when you're learning a language, it's super hard and you will get frustrated, and of course through social media you will see like a lot of people who can speak your target language even better or learn things faster. But at the end, what makes it more rewarding, that at some point you will gain like confidence from mastering a new language, and it's life-changing. So for the first time when I understood like a bit more in Chinese, or could say more in Chinese, that's just my personal example, I was super happy, because Chinese is one more of the languages that I struggled. So you don't see effects of understanding it, like let's say for me it was English or French that I learned in school. There you will see like more the rewards, and Chinese was more like a longer route to get a reward. But it still is super cool when you are getting like, oh my god, I'm got it, or oh, I understand what people said to me, or even just a small bit in a, let's say, series, or in a movie, or even in a book, or in a daily conversation that you hear. Yeah, so these are my tips and reasons. why you still should learn a language in 2025, especially now, like especially now that already like 3 months are over in 2025. You still have plenty of time to relearn a language, start a new one. For me, I'm currently relearning French, still of course learning Chinese and Korean, but I also learned now like a few like letters in the Arabic language, but I'm taking it slow with Arabic because I still have like the other languages that I want to focus on more. But this is, I think, a language learner thing. You start randomly to learn a bit of a new language because you want to. So don't let AI fool you into thinking languages doesn't matter anymore. They do more than ever. If you're thinking about learning a new one, now's the perfect time. So which language are you learning in 2025? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, as I said, I'm learning Chinese, Korean and French, and then like a few Arabic things, but this is not so important. Tell me your languages, what you're learning. Also, don't forget to subscribe, to like, or follow so you can follow for more content. Also check out my other videos. It will really help me out a lot, and I hopefully see you in my next video. Also tell me which topics you want to hear more in this chat talk. Yeah, it's just a series where I talk about languages, but also we can talk about other things, and I'm open to any topic. So I hope you have a great day and see you in my next one. Bye!